score and stuff, and all the animation. So it's quite a lot of animation being a very labor-intensive process. And it's kind of gone through different versions. It used to just be me and the animator, and we would draw stuff live. But now it's me and the musician, and there's more music going on. So it's kind of been, there's always like each year has been a slightly different version. So I suppose you could kind of say it's kind of, we started in 2020 and it's kind of been, we've been doing tweaks and changes on it ever since. So it's kind of always kind of in some sort of development.
Amazing. And tell us a little bit more about the animation. How does that side of the show work?
It kind of sits as like a companion to the story. Like Chris was very keen on not just being like, I'm going to animate what this scene is or exactly describe what's happening. He kind of picks out these little elements, a bit like how in a comic strip you'll get lots of different sort of individual elements or images that don't actually narratively make sense on their own, but then they kind of piece together. So it's kind of like a comic strip where he's providing some of these visual elements and then we're filling other parts in. So like, he'll show a hand plucking a berry off a branch, and then we'll show the actors, we'll show the characters around that and the scene around that and what's happening. So it's kind of like trying to make it more like a live animation experience and not like just a film, because if we put a film on, then everyone's just going to watch that. Like how when you're in a Sky Sports car, then you can only watch the screen because the screens are so big and it's like you can't touch into the old friends around you.
Yeah. And so how many others are involved in the show?
It's just three of us on the road, me and a performer and a technician. We also, it's also been, we had a director work on it, Ellie Taylor. But yeah, it's three of us just on the road going around doing it.
Wow, amazing. And what do you want people to take away from the show?
I suppose they can take away whatever they want, really. What we try and do is, with a lot of art, make people think, firstly like, oh, I didn't know about that, so it's kind of, opening up a little realm of history that people didn't know about, and also like making people think differently about how history can be perceived, and that's how now can be perceived. Like these kind of possibilities open up in history that we think of as inevitable because they went a certain way, but it didn't always have to be like that. And I like people to think about that and think, oh well, things don't have to be like how they are now. Kind of carry that over. But I don't like to push messages on people. I think people can say what they want. Hopefully, it's just like a nice story and some nice music and a good time as well.
Wow, that's good. And what would you say have been the best memories doing the show?
Ooh, that's a good question. We had we've done it in a couple of churches, which has been good for creating kind of spooky, moody vibes for it. That's been good fun. And just the friendships, I guess, are really nice. Like that's kind of the best thing about theatre when you do it right. Like you form really good friendships with the people that you do it with, and then you just get to hang out with really cool people. Sorry, I'm trying to think of something more specific. You'd think after touring 4 years I'd have more good memories to put that hand. I don't have any really bad memories, but just